Meditation shouldn't be so hard. If we all meditated correctly, we'd all be enlightened by now, right? How many people do you know who've been meditating for tens of years and still has anxiety, still has problems, still needs to designate specific meditation time? If meditation was done properly, wouldn't you be meditating all the time? Meditation shouldn't require any effort at all. The first ever meditation I went to this group meditation and we all just kind of sat there together. I had no prior experience and I felt this intense bliss rise up out of nowhere. Ever since then, I've done my own investigation on how to properly meditate, how to meditate all the time. As soon as you say, I'm going to meditate an hour every morning, the other 12 hours of the day aren't meditation. You should be meditating all the time because of how easy it is. The biggest misconception about meditation is that you need to do something to meditate, right? You're told to sit down for 30 minutes and either push away your thoughts, ignore them, look for something. But all of that effort is the opposite of meditation. Meditation is effortless awareness. You're not creating something new when you meditate. You're just so present with your mind, with the present moment, that all of the gunk that's getting in the way of that pure enlightened awareness is sort of washed away. One of my favorite quotes by a saint, Ramana Maharshi, I'll link his book below. The rope is mistaken to be a snake, but it's still a rope. Your thoughts are mistaken to be enemies. Your ego is mistaken to be something that needs to be destroyed, removed. But the ego is just another part of this moment. The thoughts are just another part of meditation, of awareness. As soon as you say, this needs to be destroyed or removed for me to be at peace, for me to meditate, you're stuck in this conflict, right? How can you be at peace when you're constantly fighting your thoughts, right? You're sitting here meditating, but the thoughts keep coming and you keep saying, no, I need to get rid of them. I need to get rid of this one. As soon as the thoughts stop coming, I'll be at peace. You see how that creates the conflict you're trying to get rid of? You're meditating to get rid of your problems by creating another problem. So what's the solution, right? The solution is to do nothing and find out what remains. To get to that state of doing nothing, you can't wait for the thoughts to disappear because they're not going to disappear on their own. I want you, for the next few seconds, to sit in silence, notice your thoughts pop up, and instead of continuing the story by thinking more thoughts, I want to get rid of this thought, whatever, notice how you're witnessing the thoughts. You're hearing the thoughts. How can you be the anxiety, the stress, the worry, the regret? How can you be the thought of, am I meditating right? If you're listening to it, if you're aware of the thought. Now just try it with me for a few seconds. Notice how you're already aware of thoughts. You just didn't realize it. Notice how you're aware of the breath moving in and out of your nose, the cold air on your skin, the feeling of your hands touching. Notice how you didn't have to do anything to be that awareness. You're not meditating to create awareness, to create enlightenment. You're meditating to notice that you're already the awareness of the thoughts that bother you so much. I worked at a homeless shelter for a while, and one of my favorite group meditations was to look at the things around you without labeling them with words. So look at your hand without calling it a hand. Imagine you're a child who's never seen whatever this is before, or an alien or something. Forget the word finger. Move it around a little bit. Notice how when you stop forcing words onto things, all that remains is that pure awareness that you are. Thoughts aren't always there, so how can they be who you are? Look at everything around you this way. Look at everything around you without giving it a word, a label, without comparing it to something else. The moment I say long fingers, I'm comparing it to shorter fingers, or long nails, I'm comparing it to shorter nails. But there's no such thing. These words don't exist. If you weren't aware of the thoughts, aware of whatever this is, would it even exist? It's just like a dream. Meditation is almost like learning or relearning how to be aware of each dream and remember it when you wake up. The only difference between a dream you remember and a dream you forget is it's almost like the awareness of what happened was shaved away. When you go through your life and all of a sudden you blink and you're like, whoa, how did I get here? Time moved by so fast. What happened the past few days? That's because you were so distracted by your thoughts, so consumed with the idea that you're the thinker, that you're the body, that you forgot to just rest as the awareness that you are. It's like being so obsessed with the waves at the surface of the ocean that you forget the ocean is even there. You forget where the waves come from. You don't need to get rid of the waves for the ocean to be there. You don't need to get rid of thoughts for awareness to be there. You just have to sit in silence without trying to do, get, or achieve anything. If you want a routine, I know I enjoyed having a routine at the Buddhist center I worked at, where we'd meditate 30 minutes a day together. You can meditate first thing in the morning while you're still laying in bed. Just lay there before your thoughts start rushing, before you start to rebuild your identity as the ego. Just sit there and notice the thoughts. Don't engage with them, just be aware of them. The thoughts that appear are uncontrollable. Don't fight them. Just don't respond to them. Don't put more fuel in the fire. Do that before you go to sleep as well, when you wake up, whenever you remember to, when you're sitting on the train, Meditation shouldn't be this strict sequence of events that you do a specific time during the day. It should happen all the time. The more time you spend in this state of just witnessing awareness, the more silent your mind becomes, and the more space you have for love, for joy, for peace. All of a sudden, fear doesn't impact you so much, because the fear is seen to just be another wave in the ocean of awareness which you are. The fear can be there or not be there. It doesn't change the fact that you're aware of it. People ask me, Well, what do I get by meditating? I want to be happy. Are you happy because you realized all this stuff? If you're seeking joy, if you have a goal, you'll always search for it. The meditation will just become another tool, another thing the ego, the mind uses to achieve something in the future, but there's no future. There's just this right now. Even after I post this video, me and you are still aware at the same exact time. I hope this brought you some clarity. Just keep trying this, Whenever you remember to, just sit there and ask, what's aware of these thoughts? Look at the things around you without labeling them with words. Don't respond to your thoughts with more thoughts. You see, all these seem like all these different kinds of techniques, but aren't they all doing the same thing? It doesn't matter what I tell you to do. It doesn't matter what I believe. All that matters is you apply this yourself, practice it yourself. Actually try to investigate. What are you? Are you really the thoughts? Are you not the awareness of them? I love you guys. If you want to help spread this video, leave a like, comment what video you want to see next. If you have any questions about this, I'm in the midst of writing a long 50-page book about realizing this awareness, but the free guide is still available in the description. Love you.